Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, and join us in the comment section. The topic we'll be talking about is about the information that the police put out in Kaduna State. It looks like a lot of the Peter Obi supporters in Kaduna, they're planning a rally on his 64th birthday. And for some reason, there's concerns about public safety. There's concern about other people hijacking the rally and making it a security issue or hijacking it and causing political tension in the state. And it looks like the planned rally is also going to be coinciding with one of the state's primary elections. So maybe the police in Kaduna are trying to avoid this conflict from happening. And I don't really see it as a problem, but we want to get your opinion on it. And if you want to join us in the comment section, feel free to join us. Do you think the police in Kaduna, are they truly looking out for the people, or is this an opportunity to shut down the rally that Peter Obi supporters are planning? What do you think?
I mean, it's not surprising. In Kaduna, I think they have a APC governor, yeah, Ubasani, APC governor. So maybe this is a way of APC telling Peter Obi to keep away. But it will be interesting to see how things unfold because Rufai was the former governor of that state, and Rufai is almost is a member of the ADC. And contrary to what people are thinking or what people are trying to piece together, that Atiku will be running for president, for the presidency under the ADC. I think is part of the part of the plan to conceal some of this information so that the opposition would not really have anything to work against them. But I think the prime candidate will be Peter Obi. So I think Peter Obi will just do one term. Atiku will come, do two terms, and then maybe power will come back to the south. Maybe if Obi wants to go back for second term, I think that is the ultimate goal. And some of them, knowing what the plan is, a lot of them are just trying to gatekeep their states from Peter Obi. But I don't know how much they can play the game because even Erofai is loved in Kaduna State. In fact, people are saying that he's going to inherit Buhari's political structure. It would be interesting to see how things unfold. But for the Nigerian, security institutions like the police, the army, all of them, for them to decide to side with the government in power and allow themselves to be used for political fight, I think is something they seriously need to reconsider. And this is the reason why the other day I talked about that they should strip the power from the president from appointing like all these key positions like the IGP, like is it CSO, like a lot of all these key positions. If they don't want to remove it from the president, I think they should just decentralize security, state police, have local government police, so that the president will not be in charge of all this security this thing, so they don't use it for their own political gains.
All right. I think this play is a very similar play. If you remember last year, the members of the Take It Back movement, they announced 30 days of rage protest. If you remember what the Nigerian police said, they said it looks like there's some people planning to hijack the protest, and they try to push some narrative to make people to be disinterested in that protest. So this is something similar to what we've seen in the past. It's usually the top two excuses: security threats, people planning to hijack the rally. So those are the main reasons they give to try to shut down a peaceful gathering or a peaceful protest. As we all know, there will always be bad eggs among the people. There'll be people looking for an ulterior motive to cause trouble, to cause mayhem in the community, to burn down cities, to burn down police stations. But this has always been their go-to move. If they don't want you to do something, if they don't want you to do a rally or do a protest, they come and say, hey, we're getting information that your rally or your event might get hijacked by some unscrupulous element. They try to get you to, either reduce uh the size of the rally you're planning, or they try to restrict you into one location. So we've seen this play in the past, so I'm not really surprised. But on the other hand, could this be true? If it's true, we want the people of that state to be safe. We want the people that will be going out there to support Peter Obi to be safe as well. So if you're truly getting accurate information, accurate intel, yeah, they should act on it. And it's so sad that in these places, they don't get intels on when the unknown gunmen are going to fight or they're going to hit their communities, but they get intel whenever a peaceful rally, a peaceful protest is planned. I think there's some shady things going on. They're just trying to, prevent people from coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't live in Nigeria. One, two, I don't receive security details, but I can almost assure you that there is no security concern. It's all politics. They did not receive any intelligence, nothing. It's all politics. It's just a way for them to ensure that Peter Obi is not planting his feet in all these places. And the funny part of it will probably be that Peter is not even aware of what is going on. He probably is not part of the plan. Or maybe it's just, his supporters that are putting this thing together. He might not even be there, but they just want to frustrate his effort, or make sure they frustrate him and then wear him thin so that he will be discouraged to run against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's just politics. There is no security risk. There is nothing of such. These state governors, I think a lot of them are just becoming a political tool. But like I said yesterday in that one of our segments yesterday, politics will come and go. When Erufai was the governor of Kaduna State, I don't think there was any governor, or there has been any governor in the history of Nigeria that did more than Erufai. Today, he's just a private citizen. When Wike was the governor of Rivers State, Wike worried. Wike cuffed out Buhari. There is no name he did not call Buhari. There is nothing he did not say about APC. In fact, at some point, he referred APC as cancer. But today, he's whining and dining with them. Power doesn't reside with somebody forever. At some point, it will leave you, it will go to somewhere else, and you're not going to stay in power forever, unless maybe your opportunity to have come from this thing. Unless you are Museveni, or you are, all these people, all these city-tight presidents in Africa. Otherwise, within Nigerian context, you are limited to 8 years. If people if you have the money to pay to extend your tenure to second term, yeah. But if you don't have the money, the other person will buy you out, and you just do 4 years. So I think these governors, these people in the political positions, they should just have a rethink. Everything shouldn't be about politics. We should allow our democracy to thrive. We should let it to flourish.
Yeah, that's a good point. And the leaders in the seat right now, the leaders in the seat of power, they need to make sure they stay tuned to what's going on in the community, to what's going on in the environment. And a lot of the advisors will probably not tell them the truth of all the challenges, of all the issues that people have on the street. But they need to, put their eyes on ground and see the challenges of the people. So it won't be like they're out of touch with their people, but because a lot of the leaders are really out of touch, they don't care what goes on in their communities, as long as they're getting paid, as long as their supporters or their party members are well taken care of. They don't care what happens to other common people on the street. So we just need to continue to bring awareness to this, and hopefully our leaders out there will be watching, they'll be listening, and they will continue to make appropriate changes to make the lives of the people better. A lot of our leaders, they only care about their own interests until they determine to become a patriotic citizen, until they become a patriot of Nigeria. I don't think anything will change. Most of them have investments overseas. They have family members overseas. They don't really care what goes on. They just want to make money and funnel the money overseas to take care of themselves and take care of their family members as well.
Yeah. For me, in the real sense of it, I'm not a politician, but I think it would be in the best interest of Tinubu to, publicly come out and condemn all these things that these governors are supposedly doing, in his, doing for him. I think when he do that, people will begin to see him as a Democrat that he has always claimed to be. I think he will just come out, maybe get some newsmen, maybe 15 minutes chat, and just publicly condemn all of these things. I think it will probably give him a boost. It will probably, allow people to see him differently than how they see him right now. I think that is what, one thing that he can do. And I was listening to a video, I think it was on TikTok or on Instagram. It was a VDM addressing Utewolo. And he was essentially telling Utewolo that he's not a sheriff. That if he were to be a sheriff, he would have, dealt with the herdsmen that terrorizes, his state. And those people are still killing and maiming people in his state. And he's not in charge of his state. In conclusion, just want to tell the governors who are in elected positions trying to restrict, free movement of people within the country that is guaranteed under the constitution. I think they should just have a rethink. We just, although everybody will die at Sunday, well, we just buried Buhari, and at some point, all of us will end up there. So I think the life is just too short to be, to be trying to frustrate the next man. I think we should, if we really want to practice democracy, I think we should practice it the way it's meant to be and not just in word, but we should practice democracy in action.
Yeah, I just want to add that Baba is a master strategist. So a lot of people are looking to get on his good side, and they'll do everything they can to get notice. And once they get notice, and if it becomes the next president, and they'll either have a ministerial position or have a position in this cabinet. So a lot of people are looking out for their interests, and they need to know that the people voted for them to be taken care of, not the people in power. So if you're out there, make sure you continue to hold your leaders accountable. Make sure you continue to speak up and let them know what's going on on the street. The street is brutal. The street is hard, especially if you don't have a steady income. If you have to wake up in the morning, also, and come back home to feed your family, it's hard. It's hard. There's no free lunch out there. There's no free money out there. So continue to hold your leaders accountable, and hopefully they'll listen and they'll make the right changes. Thank you once again for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, engage us in the comment section. We want to hear from you. So thank you once again for joining us, and have a good one.
Thank you.